After 11 consecutive championship seasons, Bayern is facing a great risk of being overthrown by Leverkusen. The reason for the crisis, in the season they had Harry Kane, came from the ineffective playing style that Thomas Tuchel pursued. Exactly 2 months from now it will be 1 year since Tuchel was suddenly appointed as Bayern head coach to replace Julian Nagelsmann. The appointment of the former PSG and Chelsea strategist cost then decision-makers Oliver Kahn and Hassan Salihamidzic their jobs. And being considered to bring the Bavarian Grey Tigers to new successes, Tuchel has not met expectations. It seems that they are increasingly deviating from the winning trajectory. Tuchel's Bayern were eliminated from the German National Cup, defeated by Man City in the Champions League last season. Needed luck against Dortmund and a last-minute goal from Jamal Musiala to win the Bundesliga last season, losing the German Super Cup earlier in the season. And currently, they have to chase Leverkusen too hard in the German championship race this season. The main reason for an increasingly pale and lacking energy Bayern is the ineffective playing style that the former Chelsea strategist is pursuing. Those who love the Grey Tigers of Bavaria cannot understand why Tuchel broke the existing structure and the established framework to keep Bayern in trouble for most of the time he came to the Allianz Arena. Even if this season has an excellent Kane, Tuchel's Bayern is still fragile. The German military leader constantly criticized Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka. It's puzzling that Tuchel downplayed the role of Goretzka, an indispensable pillar at Bayern in recent seasons, and didn't even let him play for a long time, along with a veteran who had been with the club for a long time like Thomas Müller. A young talent who exploded under Nagelsmann like Jamal Musiala was also ineffective and did not show development because he was not used much. Tuchel also damaged his relationship with centre-back Matthijs de Ligt, who was considered Bayern's best defender and possibly the best player last season. As a result, the dressing room is not at all peaceful. Kimmich and Goretzka no longer seemed like themselves on the field, and said they were unhappy. De Ligt also chose to get into a public debate with Tuchel. Meanwhile, Müller also keeps everything team first. After the loss to Frankfurt, only Müller stood up to take questions from the media. Goretzka decided not to comment after the loss to Bremen. Leroy Sane appeared upset on the field with the changes made by Tuchel in the loss to Bremen. Who can forget Kimmich's "I'm number 6" response to the media when it was reported that Tuchel did not see the German star in that role? Bayern's dressing room is now following the us, players, versus them, coach, scenario, just like we've seen with some of Tuchel's other minuses. Simply put, the former Chelsea strategist is not popular at Bayern. And, one thing that worries fans the most is the fact that Bayern is building a team according to Tuchel's vision, which is very dangerous at the current stage. Tuchel may not win the title this season. Despite the addition of the great scoring and assisting machine, Kane, Tuchel's Bayern is regressing and ineffective. What will happen if Tuchel fails and leave Bayern with a squad with many inappropriate links, or even worse? The club kept him because they did too much with Nagelsmann, because the Conservatives thought they were not wrong in bringing him back last March? This is the scenario for Bayern. Are the Grey Tigers getting closer to a negotiation with Tuchel? Bayern Munich has lost, and it's time for Tuchel to calculate specifically what he brings to the home team. Many more superstitious people think that Kane's weight is so heavy that even Bayern cannot carry it. But clearly, the responsibility lies entirely with Tuchel.